That is for sure. All right. I don't think you having video trouble or you ain't got no video.
I got to finish doing what I'm doing, then I'll hop on.
I got you.
Just a minute or two. But I saw the link, so I had to hop on with the Mouth of the South.
Yes, fun times. We are, what are we, 9 days out from another event?
Oh, man, it feels like we just had the last one. Let's go.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Let me go ahead and see if I could drop the flyer. Yeah, we got a bunch of fun stuff going on. We got a couple good super matches.
I think I like the idea of one or maybe two super matches for every tournament. I think that's the good right amount.
Oh, well, you're going to hate California then because we're going to have 10, 12 of them.
No, that's different. That's not FAL. I'm talking
I
FAL.
know. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah. We don't. Do we talk about other places here? I mean,
No.
does anything else matter?
This is the FAL Hangout for
right.
Florida. There is nowhere else as far as I'm concerned.
Sorry, we're only talking about the best league. I got it.
What's up, Trent? T-Money is in the house.
Hey, look at that thing right there, son.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at? All right, let's see. There we go. I just wanted to get to the flyer. Let's get a little screen share going on.
Why'd you send me the flyer?
I needed somewhere to be able to launch it from on this.
I was like, bro, I've already seen all that.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people in here may not have. It's a little bit tough to keep track of all the fun stuff we got going on. I mean, what are we going into? This is our third event of the season.
Yep.
I think because of how tight Q4 is inside that it's going to be amazing on the stream. I think it's probably going to be our best stream yet. We learned a lot from the last one being outside. There's something to be said when you can contain the energy into a tighter close quarters, but you don't want it too small. But it's I think Euphoria will be perfect, and we're used to being in there. We know exactly how we can set up. So there's not a lot of guesswork. What's up, Right the Hand? What's up, Mark Mensch, Garage Grinders, and Ernest? What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, couple fun things. What we got? Another match right here. We got Mike Newman and Austin Jennings. Who won the 54s at the last tournament, Trent? Do you remember?
Bob.
Bob won at the last one?
I think so.
Okay. So Bob's probably the leader at this point. I believe coming out tomorrow, we're going to announce the top 3 point standings, and then we're going to put out an Excel sheet over the weekend showing everybody with all their points. So you will be able to track it, but you guys already kind of know where you're at.
Where are you going to post that spreadsheet?
To the Florida Armwrestling League page.
On Facebook?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, that way everybody can track it, and it's something I can update. I'm not the technical guy, so I don't know exactly how it's getting posted, but yeah, it'll be on the Facebook. Jeff left, Bob right. Oh, shit. Jeff might be one of the points leaders now. I got to do some calculations here tonight.
So he might. He won the last event. He won less, so he might be.
Yeah, and he took, I think, third in the other one. So he would have like 3 points, and then 7. He might have 10. Newman would have only had theoretically 7. Bob, yeah, I think you're seeing the consistency, or the the consistency pays off. Jeff and Bob may not be able to beat Newman every day of the week, but here they are. They're pulling every event. So, what's up, John? How you doing?
All I can say is I felt Mike Saturday. Mike Strong.
Are you training for your super match?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How's that going?
It's going good. The right's coming back to life for me, so I'm pretty happy about it. It's actually able to move his weight and doing
You got
good.
a lot of work cut out for you, man. Everybody's got a lot of pressure on their shoulders. We got to shine for Florida. So, how are you preparing for this next tournament?
I'm resting right now. I've been going really hard, so I'm trying to rest and see if I can get the elbows healed up enough to come in there and try and squeak out a win.
Do you have to cut any weight to get to 76?
Nope. I walk around about usually 173 to like 177, so I'm like right in that mix now.
Okay. That's
It's
not a
pretty
bad
easy
place
for
to
me.
be.
Yeah, it's easier that way because I was like 182, 183 at the beginning of the season, but it's easier if I just maintain the weight so I don't have to cut every 4 to 5 weeks. So pretty easy for me.
Hey, Brandon, while we're on the subject of weight, I've had a few people reach out to me in reference to where early weigh-ins are going to be held. And they know it's pretty much 6 to 9, but we haven't really said who is doing it. If Mike's doing them again, if Chuck's going back to doing them, if Pole Barn's doing it. So everybody's kind of asking if it's the same as always or if it's changing.
Sure, it's all going to be very similar, except I do not think we will have the Southwest Florida weigh-in at Rutherford's.
Okay.
There was only one person at that one, so I don't think we need, an additional one. But yeah, all the other ones, they get nice, good support. Pretty much is going to be as is. If people quit going to the Brooksville weigh-in, we don't need to have it no more. So I'm planning to roll with Jacksonville. Winter Park at the venue,
All right.
Brooksville, and Chris Rusakis's place. So that should be the plan. That'll give 4 locations. That should be more than enough. I'm expecting a big turnout. We had a nice.
She cried like
turnout at
2
the
or
last
3
one.
times while we were on there.
But the
She cried 2 or 3 times
Euphoria,
while we were
we've packed Euphoria before, so
broke down.
I think it can be out of control. And then the Panhandle Classic. What was the last question about that?
And is the Panhandle Classic in Tallahassee still en route?
Yes, it's still a go. Nothing's changed with that. It is going to be an amazing event. Absolutely amazing event. I don't want to start promoting that yet until it's time. Let's give a little attention to the Armageddon. But yes, the Tallahassee one is a go. We're super excited about that. There's going to be a lot of arm wrestlers in Destin, I heard, and Pensacola, some Alabama guys. So I think it's going to be cool. I know a lot of my Florida hardcore guys won't maybe make it, but the ones that do are probably going to win it. And then the flip side is, we might bring some new guys in that, it might be a good, nice, like regional style event or something. So you got to have one of your events where you're rolling the dice. You don't want to do the same thing every time. Let's go up in the Panhandle. No one ever goes there. And let's see what happens. If it works out, it works out. It's all this thing's super organic. So it's not like we have to do it for a loss every year just because you have to. So if it's cool and it's something sustainable, we roll with it. If not, we we just go ahead and go back to what we're doing, the central main peninsula area.
No, I think we'll get a lot of out-of-state guys on that one.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, man. I already get a lot of out-of-state guys from places, so I think we'll get some support, man. It's gonna be a fun event either way. I don't know if you guys ever looked at the place, but it's like Firehouse or what's called Fire Betty's, like an arcade bar type thing, and they do rock shows. And the guy that's helping us does like smoke and fireworks, and he does like some crazy level like effects for productions and different things. So I can't imagine what him and Robert end up pulling off. It'll probably be insane. The venue looks sick. It's got a full stage, like you would have a heavy metal concert or something. So, yeah, it should be pretty badass. I think they're gonna spoil us at that place. Chance told me it's a real good spot, and everything I've seen and heard about it's awesome. It seems to be the place to be if you're in Tallahassee. So we're getting we were blessed to get.
Whenever Ashley and I went, I asked her brother, but he lives up there. And he said that's like the happening spot. He said it's always pretty crowded, and a lot of people go there for concerts and things like that. So,
well, I'm hoping a lot of people go there on May 6th.
no, I guarantee it.
So
Now,
we'll see,
let me ask you this: are they advertising there that they're going to have a tournament May 6th? Like, is he advertising it like they did at Bike Week did?
well, it's hard for me to say from here what's happening there, but
Well, I don't know if y'all were talking to the guy or
yeah, I would assume they're promoting their own shit too. All these venues, that's kind of what they do. Do they promote it at the level we do? No, because they have an event every night.
Oh, yeah.
See it
Is that that's the right to hand special? All right. Chris would tear that patch off you so quick.
No, I duct taped it on.
You duct taped it on?
Yeah.
You greasy bastard. It wouldn't stick, would it?
No.
Nah, you don't-
You should be ashamed of yourself. That's awesome. Pops Newman said, I think Tallahassee is going to surprise you with the turnout. Should have someone promoting it with the colleges for the amateurs. That's a great idea. I wish I had a connection up there to the college. What's that? That's the Gators. No,
That's the Seminoles, bro.
the Seminole. No, you're kidding.
Gators are in Gainesville, right like 45 minutes from my house.
Uh-huh.
Tallahassee Seminoles.
Yeah, I don't want them guys at our tournament, Pops. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You'll have all the FSU boys thinking they will pull in the pro bracket. I would love to see it.
We have
You'd
a
be
lot of football
surprised,
players
man.
that are getting their ass
He
kicked.
looked like a crazy person.
There was an event long ago that a couple guys, Todd King brought a couple guys out the woods, never arm wrestling their life, and they went straight through the pro supers and the 98s. It was a wild day. So nobody's yeah, the college thing could be huge up there. I think we just have a lot of things to promote, so you don't want to necessarily promote Tallahassee while we're promoting this. And it's kind of because we have so much going on, we can only put so much forward. But you better believe on April 2nd on, it's going to be all about Tallahassee. So that being said, April 1st is Armageddon. It's going to be a sick event. Trent, you got a super match. How are you?
You want to call it that?
Okay, what do you want me to call it? What would you rather call it?
Walking apart.
Walking. Oh wow, Trent is they don't call you Trent Johns for nothing.
That's it. No, I'm feeling really fucking good right now. That's it.
Okay, that's scary.
Yeah.
Good place
It's
to
scary
be.
for a lot of people. I mean, how many times have I said that I'm feeling really fucking good and really strong right now in the last probably year?
If you don't mind me asking, what are you basing your that feeling off of?
Pulling Artem, Kevin Sams, and Mike Newman Saturday.
Okay,
And
That's
all
a
of them telling me that I feel like a completely different person pulling.
okay.
And I also got a couple of good pins and things like that. So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident. Kevin Sams couldn't take my hand from me. So that's definitely a plus with a new setup.
So I'm $20 I'm $20 down to you, Pops. I see you. So you're telling me that you're making progress, Trent, is what you're saying. You're seeing gains.
Yes. I'll put it this way. I impressed Daniel enough, and you know how that's hard to do, that he woke up at 9 o'clock Sunday morning and had to call me just to tell me how impressed he was. of how I look.
Were you also late for work?
Huh?
Were you also late for work?
Bro, it was Sunday. I don't work on Sundays. That's God's day.
Well, you never know with Daniel Worley. He slaves you boys out round the clock.
No, I do got a side job that's coming up Sunday.
What, cleaning his wheels?
No, I got to go install some wine coolers for some dude down in Palm Coast.
Okay, good. That's big money. I was just on Expedia, man. There's still $250 flights to Cali and back.
Yeah, I should be able to book mine tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't have everyone doesn't necessarily have to get a $300-400 flight on them. And then there's ones on there, I think, for $250, $255. They got one connection on the way back. So I'd love to see a lot of people. We got a big squad going out. Sarah, Mikey, Amber, and John. Carl, he says him and his girlfriend or his wife are going. We got Austin, he's rolling with his girl.
George.
Mark Mensch is coming, George. It's looking like it's pretty stacked. You know, the one thing that's important about that event is that everybody is either committed, or if they're not committed, they speak up. Because
I'm definitely going, no matter what.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying you or any. I'm just saying we can easily swap matches. Like, it hasn't been announced yet, but Oleg is out.
Okay, so you're trying to find Austin another match?
Yeah, so we're getting Austin another match left-handed. Oleg is out. He's trying to go to Worlds and he has to go to Nationals the same day to qualify. So
I mean, that's understandable.
sure. I'm not hating on the kid. I appreciate it. He was down to sign his support up as soon as I asked him. So no, I like him. But yeah, so we're looking for Austin a match that hasn't been announced. You see the new USAL page?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so we're kind of just posting, one super match per day from the event. So
Hey, Brandon, what do you think about Austin versus Tom Nelson?
left-handed?
Whatever. Just whatever Army has open or whatever.
No, I think Tom might be too much.
Too much that it's not worth trying?
Tom's got pins on John Brzezinski.
Yeah, no, that's 10 years ago. Come on now.
It was 20 years ago. But yeah, no, I just think it's too heavy. I don't think it's as interesting. But I would love to see it. I would make a side bet on that on Wade if it did happen. But hey, one of these guys wanted to actually hop in the chat. I forgot. This young kid, Kane. You might know him, Trent.
I know him.
Kane
I know of him.
Fontecho or
Fontecho.
Yeah, he asked me personally to get him in this chat. He said, I'm looking for him. He said, you ain't shit. And he'd love to hop on in.
He's probably a nice guy just like me.
When did you start getting all these super matches, Trent? Who's been managing your career suddenly?
I beat Robert Kelly of all people.
You beat Robert Kelly and your career took off.
My messages are blowing up.
That's what happens, man. How do you guys think you know Damon Ransom?
I'm in the damn Red Lightning group thing, and I beat him and everybody in that chat from 280 pounds to 130 pounds wants to pull me now.
Wait till you have a good name and then you lose. That's when everyone really wants to pull you. They smell blood when you're on the decline. They see someone beat you that they could beat. Oh. When I lost to Cody Dollar, I had 10 people message me 30 minutes after the stream asking if I want a match.
Yep.
So, Robert.
Sign him up.
How do you feel about our stream and everything we're going to be capable of on next Saturday?
Oh, man, I'm excited. I got a bunch of new stuff that we're going to try. And I think we got some more people to hop on the microphone so we can rotate that a little bit better. So I think that's been the only downfall is the moments of just silence. So we're gonna have Trent mic'd up again on the microphone on the tables. So his little side chat is beautiful, but it'll be managed now, so we'll be able to turn it on and off as needed.
Damn, don't turn me off.
Well, it's so if the commentators are talking, having the ref going is just it's a little too busy.
Oh no,
so
I'm just
we're just
hey,
gonna
I'm
manage
just-
it.
You don't have to explain yourself to that redneck.
No, don't. Just say
Not
shut the
Trent.
fuck up. We're turning you off.
I almost quit coming to FAL because Trent told me not to. Like he almost fired me,
Bro,
so
you
I got to
said
be on his
Austin-
good side.
You said Austin was going 6-0. I mean, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. You're supposed to be an honorary FAL guy.
Yeah, but Austin's gonna have nobody. So like, I feel
That's
like I got to be Team
thing.
Austin.
That's his fault. He's coming to the swamp. He done it on it to himself, bro.
I mean, after Newman just destroys him, you're gonna feel bad for him.
I told him I'd take a picture with him. I mean, he's getting a picture with me. Shit.
Yeah, I like that match, even if it is one-sided. I think it'll be entertaining because Austin has no quit in him, so he will do literally everything. I love
And
it.
that's right, and that's what I like. And he's actually a strong guy. So I mean, I'm feeling as confident as ever right now. But you never know what could fucking happen in that match.
Yeah, so you definitely have to be ready for him. But if you are in the match at all, I think you've got it. But if you're sleeping on him and just think you're gonna run through him and don't try, you might be in trouble.
No, I'm trust me. I'm going there like I'm pulling Austin Wade. Like it's like me and
Fuck 'em up.
Brandon's got $100,000 on the line, and I gotta win this shit. Like I'm not doubting him at all because I know he's a strong guy, and I've watched his matches and watched how he holds people. But he's got some angles that I believe if I can get to and expose, it's gonna be a long ass day.
Yep. Just don't wear into his King's move. It wears a lot of people out.
I'm not really worried about that too much, but I don't think he'll have a chance to get there.
Good. I mean,
if it goes the way I plan it to go, he'll never be able to get there.
Good, yeah.
He's gonna be holding on for dear life, hoping I get tired at that point.
Hell yeah.
So
Your match is second. Newman's first, or yours is first.
it don't matter.
If he does go to a
I'd
Kings,
say-
just stay center table.
I would like to have whichever match is more competitive at the end.
That'd probably be me and Austin, then let Michael go first. I'm gonna tell you now. I felt Michael.
The problem is it might not be competitive if Newman breaks his spirit.
Well, the Newman match is also for a ranking. So, I mean, it might be best that one's fresh on fresh so that way there's no drama about the ranking afterwards.
Yeah, 'cause
What
I mean,
ranking is it for?
North America
Left
154,
hand,
right?
yeah, like a top 10 spot, left hand 54.
Let's pull this up. See where they're
Yeah,
ranked.
I know he's ranked in the hook because he's from Florida.
Why is every
Damn.
Florida caters to
Hey,
them?
and that's not necessarily true because there's like not one 176 guy in the hook ranked in Florida in like top 15 and 176.
What does that tell you?
That's what me and John got to talk about. Me and him got to get in that top 15, top 12.
Well, the
at
reason
176.
Florida has so many people is it's a who beat who system, and it's a popular state where we pull each other a lot. So we constantly fill the list with us because we beat each other constantly.
Yeah, but if you remember
you
when you and
guys
I went
take
to
your best
176, there wasn't any.
Well, because we don't have any guys to get on the list. Well, it's not competitive. 76 isn't very competitive at a high level.
Yeah.
98s is fucking guys, 6 guys that are top
Yeah.
20.
That's why George's guy
Because it's
gets
just super active. 76 is just forming. Our
Yep.
76 guys all moved up, and now these are old 54, 65 guys, you know?
Mhm.
So it's a younger class. It's not as mature, and it has, it's not just got stacked over time. is
So I'm
what's
saying,
happening.
me, Jordan, John got to make a run for that list, and we got to start traveling. We got to get me, you get me back to where I need to be at a top competitive level, and John and George, and let us travel, we will be on that fucking list.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, check this out. Oleg is ranked lower than me left hand on In the Hook.
Because you're a beast.
I'm on 15, he's 19. So I don't know what match that Austin Wade is ranked 10th. So Austin was actually risking his ranking. Let's go to what we were talking about though. 54. What was it? 54 right hand?
No, he's
Left.
pulling Mike left-handed.
Left hand.
Yeah, left hand.
Newman is 14. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Newman's on here twice.
Yeah.
He's 14 and 20. So
Exactly.
he was 20
messed
before, and now he's probably 14. Where's Austin at?
He's not ranked. This
Not
is him
ranked.
trying to get ranked.
Okay, so this is him trying to hop on the list.
Austin wants that 14 spot. So, I mean, if he wants to go for, and it's entirely up to them, I don't care. But we all know if you get in a war with your left hand and your right hand still gets tired from holding the peg and pulling and wearing out. So, I mean, if he
Sure.
wants to pull him first, just so he doesn't pull me and his left hand gets wore down or blown up or anything, if we end up getting an all-out war and we end up going all 5 rounds, that's entirely up to him. I don't care.
Austin's going to say, fuck it, let's run it. No, that's not. Austin will sit there with his left arm dead and arm wrestle you right away.
That's
He
fine.
pulled 4 dudes in 5-round super matches in one night for the AW3 thing.
Sounds like
Oh, yeah,
He
he talked about that. I remember that. He did talk about that.
I like that. He's my type of guy.
He's got endurance.
We honestly, depending on how he pulls, we might need to talk his ass into moving to Florida. He might be a good addition to the Florida crew.
For sure.
Dude will pull all night, every night. It don't make a damn to him. That's what I like about him. Like he's a newer guy, but motherfucker will pull.
So he's got a Corvette and a Camaro that runs like 9-second quarter miles. So he goes to car shows all the time, and he'll pull out the arm wrestling table and just arm wrestle random people every weekend. That's what he does. And then he does gym training.
He sounds like Brandon back when Brandon was like 20 years old.
Come on.
Just arm wrestling random people on the side of the street.
Well, listen, I was training.
A lot of money.
I was using my umbilical cord as a warm-up band, okay? You don't fuck with me. Okay? I was developing a low hand top roll at -6 months.
John, did you get some more
Look
ink?
like you right now, Robert.
Nah.
Just when you done that, I guess I just didn't notice this. When you started doing that, I seen your hand and stuff. It looked like it's fresh.
You will. We ain't pulled right yet.
Okay, that might be why. I'm always looking at your left, not your right.
Yeah, this is the one
Wiz, you're quiet down there. How ripped are you, buddy?
195. 195 right now.
Okay, I definitely didn't say. Okay, you're 195 pounds.
Wait, where did you ask me how ripped am I?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not ripped at all. I'm beating everybody with a dad bod, and I'm coming for the first again, definitely. My right now feels better than my left, so
I'm gonna be
letting
honest. Have we ruled you out of the amateur class yet?
I mean, if you have, I only won one. This is my first and only win.
This is your first and only win. But I believe it was pretty decisive. What's your feeling on this, Trent? Does he pull it once more? And if he crushes everyone, because here's the thing: some people.
Trent has pulled me. He knows how strong I am. I mean, at least left-handed.
Sandbagging if you want to get all your amateurs in, you're beating them too much.
I mean,
no, not at all. I was
Wiz,
gonna just do the amateur semi-pro, whatever.
But
Yeah,
Wiz,
I get it.
don't take this the wrong way by no means. You know I love you, but I give him at least 1 or 2 more amateurs because he's gonna be jumping in a 198 class that's stacked.
Well, he'll be jumping in a 198 semi-pro class next.
Yeah,
No,
but I mean,
I'm going to 176.
are you?
Yeah. I'll be 190 day of the comp, and I'm just gonna keep going down.
that
Well,
was your first
I say go ahead and do 1 more amateur and semi-pro. If you win that one, and you want to come to 176 pro, come on. I say
Yeah.
I say give it one
That
more.
was
and
the
then
that was the plan
balls to
anyway.
walls. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, win, lose, whatever. Once I get to my weight, I'm doing pros 176. I think that would be a fun class. I'd do
haven't
well
felt
in.
your right, but I felt your left, and your left's super strong.
Yeah.
What gets me about you is you have stoppage in really weird positions.
Yes.
Like you can stop people in very awkward positions that you shouldn't be able to stop people at.
Oh yeah, and then I'll crank from there.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think you'd be a good addition to the 76 class for sure.
Yeah.
I've been trying. I mean, we pretty much it's John's, every Sunday or Saturday.
Yep.
Like clockwork. And then I just practice with whoever I think he's taking this next Sunday off. So I'm gonna go up with Jameson. He's got some practice on Sunday, and that'll be the last one for me. And then I'll just rest that last week.
You guys
I'm
enjoy
gonna
having these events this close together?
I like it. I'm used to having 3 practices a week, so it's really nothing to me. I think it's good because it kind of keeps you in peak physical form. At least that's how I feel. Because I don't have time to slack off, get lazy, put all that weight back on. It helps me keep it off. I mean, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life. I've lost like almost 20 pounds.
Hey, you're getting stronger too. For sure.
Yeah.
But
I say, if
Yeah,
you're
so
going
we're
with-
ready.
if you're going with John, you have no choice but to get stronger.
Oh
I know
yeah,
that
my
from
right is feeling
experience. I'm like,
better
shit, I
than my
gotta get
left.
stronger.
Yeah.
And
We're trying to sweep the whole comp, garage grinders.
oh yeah, wait till Alejandro shows up.
Oh my God, Jesus! Do you know who that is, Trent?
Yeah, I keep hearing his
Oh.
name, and it's making me
Right.
nervous.
He's the nicest. He's like a George that beats you with the biggest smile on his face. He's not even trying. The only chance you have is to try to like make him laugh or throw him off his game mid pull because he's just he's literally a George, another George.
Just not
This guy's name, Alejandro Deza.
Yeah, he's not quite technically there yet, but man, he's got all the power he needs. Once he just learns that technique, but just
He
with
does.
time, he'll be fine.
Everybody-
Yeah, exactly.
screwed.
Cookies or something, please.
Yeah, he's super strong.
He's pulled Brandon before at practice. He told me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he's been up with
Mac-
Matt King and them a few times. Yeah, I think you're right.
I've known that guy for 8 years, man.
Oh,
Yep.
stop.
I'm not lying to you. He's been arm wrestling for almost a decade.
No.
Yeah, he's been-
Alejandro Deza?
No. I think you might be talking about different Alejandro.
No, that's what I'm asking.
He
you.
shows up at practice. He's got those cupping marks all over his body. That's how
Yeah.
you know it's him.
Short, stocky dude, shaved head. He's super nice. He's been to Matt King's a couple times.
That's literally all the guys at Matt King's house.
He looks like a turtle, man. He's just-
Exactly. That could be Craig. That could be anybody.
Yeah. But
Hey,
nah,
speaking of Craig, where's Craig been? Oh, dude, he's been MIA.
Yeah, he's in a slump right now, man. His arm is injured. He's trying to heal. He's working a lot. So everyone hit Craig up. Tell Craig he's the man. We need him back on the show.
We do.
Heal up, Craig.
Kane, what's up, man?
What's happening, Trent?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much.
Yeah, I was watching you guys' stream the other day, and Brandon was saying we got to get some of the Cali guys in here.
Yeah,
So
man, for sure. I'm glad you joined
there I
us.
am.
What's up,
So
man?
All right, so tell us a little bit. All these Florida guys. This is the main show everyone in Florida's tuning into. Tell them about yourself, who you are, biggest win, your accolades, where you're from.
Oh man, my name's Kane Fontecchio. I'm a newbie. I've been pulling maybe like 3.5 years now. I want to say probably my best match was at like 150 pounds with John Dabo. We had a super match, and it was King of Cali for, I guess, the king at 150 pounds. But in our rankings, it doesn't really mean anything because our bottom weight is 165. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I got him 3-1 on the right and 3-0 on the left.
Yeah, I seen that match. That was a good match.
Thank you.
And what
Yeah.
was this? This was the last King of Cali.
It might have
It was
been
the second one, it sounds like.
probably, yeah. I think it was like last year or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, now I'm up to like 165. I only hung out in amateurs when I started for like maybe the first couple months. I didn't even take a gold. I think I got silver, but I lost to a guy that probably shouldn't have been in amateurs. He's been pulling like 10 years or something like that.
Sure.
And I don't know. It just I didn't see any point in staying in amateurs too long. I thought I'd get better experience in the open class. So I've just been taking my bruises, you know. Most tournaments I come in around middle of the pack, fourth place, somewhere around there, but
Sure.
haven't competed since probably this time last year. I think the last big tournament I did was in Oklahoma in Tulsa last April. Yeah, the end of the month. I pulled Austin Jennings there. But yeah, this last year I've just been training, working on my weak spots, you know, getting back to the drawing board and coming back hard this year. So
Man, me and him are about identical. That's about what I done. Pulled amateurs for about 3 months, jumped in an open class. Like you said, middle of the pack, bunch of bronzes, I think 1 or 2 silvers. I've never won a pro class, but I've been up there with the big guys for a while. Like I was pulling the 76ers for a while, and we had Austin Way, which I'm sure you've heard his name here and there. And then Noel Nunez was like our number 1, number 2 guys for a long time. So I always getting third behind them. And I dropped the 154s and had a fight David Rutherford and George for a while, and now I'm back up to the 76s. But yeah, we pretty much almost got the same backstory. I got hurt, took some time off, been running John, middle of the pack, normally 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th place, right around there. So we pretty much got about the same story.
very cool.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I just figure. What's up?
Have you kept up with the event and all the matches we're hosting and the venue yet? Have you kind of seen some of the updates?
I mean, if there's been any new updates very recently, maybe not. I just heard on the stream just now that Oleg is out.
Yeah. Where are you from, by the way? Where in Cali?
I live up in the mountains in a place called Lake Arrowhead. It's right next to Big Bear. It's kind of a tourist mountain. A lot of people come up here to go skiing and stuff like that.
How big are these average tournaments out there?
Well, I mean, I have to go down mountain, you know, with Alpha Empire, Derek Smith's team. That's who I train with. I usually go down to San Diego for the grinder tournaments. I do the UAL. It's all within, I don't know, anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, I'd say.
Sure. Yeah, that's not that bad. We're looking to put on a crazy show, man. We're going to be at the train station right there at Union Station, right in the middle of LA. I mean, downtown LA. It's a mega event or mega venue.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a pretty cool looking place.
Yeah, we lucked out and got blessed with that venue.
Sure.
And that was the one I wanted out of all of them. We could end up with a much lesser spot, but yeah, I think it's going to be off the hook, man. We got some good matches. We got, you know, John Theron and Dallas. We have Carl Stanley pulling Tony Tomlinson. I'm going to take on Scott Wynn. We got obviously you and Trent's match and quite a few others. So I think it's going to be a crazy day. We got John pulling Caleb Rush off of his good placing at Arnold's. So I think it's going to be super exciting, man. I don't know what sort of shows. You know, Bill Collin throws a good show for sure. UAL ones are. I helped out with the original King of Cali down there the first year that they did it, but
yeah, I think I remember you out there. Yeah, I was there.
We throw a fucking crazy show though, man. I'm hoping it's gonna be a little bit different than anything you guys have seen or are used to. That's the fun part of someone from out of town coming.
Yeah.
But you know, kicking it off with these badass super matches is gonna be nothing but, you know, it's going to be top marks with you know, you got Jamie and Austin. There's just so many matches that could headline another card, and we're bunching them all in. And then, you know, it's pretty much Florida versus Cali. If we show up and y'all whoop our ass in all 10 matches, oh, dude, it's going to be a terrible look for Florida. You come out there and just run through y'all. It looks bad for you guys too. So
yeah,
it's a fun little gimmick.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I've got a lot of respect for what you guys are doing. I think the whole, state versus state or mostly team competitions, I think that's where it's going to be at. It's something that the sponsors can get behind more. It unites teams. I can see you guys are really amped up about this. And I mean, you guys are traveling across the whole country to compete with us. And I think that takes a lot of balls. You're doing the flight, you're having to take all that time. So that said, I will feel bad if I beat you, Trent.
I don't feel bad. That's what I'm coming for.
I
Don't feel
keep
bad
telling
at all,
him.
buddy.
No, I'll
I
come
keep
in.
telling
I'll come
him
in hard, man.
300
Yeah.
people there waiting to take us out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole state versus us 10 guys. So
Yeah.
I say the way I see it, man, is I got respect for all y'all, and I want you at your best. I'm gonna be at my best, and whoever wins, and that's why we're in the sport. We want to see who's
what do you
stronger.
what do you walk around at, Kane?
Right now, 165.
Okay, Trent, what do you walk around at?
I was 174 this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up there for you. I should hopefully be sitting at least at about 170 for our match.
That's honestly probably what I'll be at. By the time we fly and all that stuff, I'll probably be, if I had to guess, probably 172, 173.
Yeah, we'll meet halfway between.
That's fine.
I want us both to be comfortable. I'm trying to come up a little bit anyways. It's just hard for me. I'll wake up at like 170 sometimes, but every day I go to bed back at like 163 or 165 or something.
Well, dude, not to sound stalkerish, but I looked at your Facebook, and after shoving all that damn snow, you probably do burn some calories.
Yeah,
That's a little stalkerish,
bro.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. It's weird. A lot of people, they're heaviest in the morning, right? I think that's normally how it goes. Yeah, it's different for me. I think I gain weight at night because I'm sleeping and I'm relaxed, and then during the day
That's weird.
Yeah. So it's hard to get information on you. I have seen some videos. You look pretty good in the hook. I'm going to be getting a lot of my information on you with your match versus Austin Jennings, though.
Hey,
because
go for it, man.
Out of all the people you've pulled, he's the only one I've pulled with. He's a strong kid for sure.
How did you do against him?
I only arm wrestled him in a competition left at the Tulsa Drillers competition last year. And he was a little bit lighter then. I think I weighed in at 163 and he was competing the 154s. He pulled up for the 165 class. I guess left is his better arm. And if somebody's too much for me, I'll usually be shooting up top. And I think I went through him or his press or his flop press or something like that in somewhat of a hook, maybe a high hook. I don't know, but it was kind of awkward, but yeah, I've after pulled him right. So I don't know. I could definitely feel he's strong, but he's not there. He wasn't there yet with me. I think I could definitely take a win on him in the hook or up top, but who knows now? I know he's working hard. So
we'll see.
Is it how often do you get showcased on a match out in Cali? Or I know, I mean, not only you're a newer guy. I mean,
right.
Is it nice to be able to be on the main band of FAL and First Cali and all that?
This is a big deal for me. I mean, I think John Dabo was the only, I guess, feature match, and money was on the table and all that. But because of that, I definitely showed up ready, just like this. Had 3 months advance notice, and I love super matches. It's especially when you're newer. I feel like super matches can be a little more forgiving. When you're going against pros in a tournament, you can lose so quickly and not even know how it happened. But you get a best of 5, you have a chance to make adjustments, wake up. I'm one of those guys that sometimes in practice, it takes about 2 hours of pulling real hard before, I start feeling a little bit comfortable and really getting in there.
That's because you waited for everyone to get tired.
Yeah. I don't show up 2 hours later. You know, I'm a
That's what Chance does.
That's a Chance Shaw move there.
Ah,
But no, man, I'm excited. I mean, for Jamie Sheldon to throw your name out there, you got to be somewhat of a good puller. That's kind of why I was kind of messaging Jamie. I was like, who do you recommend? And at first he was like, probably John. And then he tagged you in that post. And I was like, dude, if Jamie Sheldon recommends him, he's got to be a good puller. I want to come out there and face a good puller. I don't want to come out there and have an easy day. I want to come out there and,
Right.
hopefully have a war and do good. And like I said, Jamie recommended you. So I was like, set it up. And I told Brandon, I said, you're the promoter, you're doing it. If you feel like you want me to do it, I'll do it. And he's like, yep, we'll set it up right now. And we said, go for it. So I called Daniel Worley and said, hey, buddy, I got till May 13th. We got to start training. So I've been back at it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when he brought your name up. I was like, well, shit, Jamie knows who he is. He picked him out. So, yeah, he knows what's up. So I'm looking forward to it for
Robert,
sure.
this guy's going to have to be on the live commentary.
Yeah, Kane, you're welcome to.
Yeah, you'll have to be on there, man. You talk well enough. We'll have to get you on with us talking a little to the stream. Are you familiar with Robert Kelly?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
this guy?
Yeah, I love Robert. I met him in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chilled a little bit. I don't think we pulled much, but I really enjoyed. Yeah,
I don't arm wrestle.
I think we're gonna have the most exposure we've ever had as far as our promotion and everything with the Cali event and Robert's stream. I think we are going to get a lot of people that want to see these matchups and see, who puts up and shuts up. So it's not every day you can get a big squad like that to travel across the country, clear across. I'm 2,200 miles from you guys, from the venue.
Yeah, how are you guys doing this? That is amazing that you're even putting an event together like this in your own town. That's tough. So how are you doing this?
Well, I'm an amazing human.
Oh, yeah?
So
Must be.
when you can start off on that side, it's everything is easy. No, we have a great system with FAL. We've built this good structure. I mean, we're coming out with custom merch and everything for this event. You'll see, we'll be out there with a full merch shop, full everything. We're rolling out a second league with this event. So we have FAL, Ford Armwrestling League. We're rolling out a United States Arm Wrestling League, and pretty much the first stop is going to be FAL versus California.
All
So we're
right.
hoping to go to like Ohio, Pennsylvania, some other hotbeds. But we're going to start out hitting LA. So yeah, man, we have a really badass system in place that we've honed and procured into this like refined machine. And we're just applying that to it out of state ventures. There's no real difference. It's not like an amazing new equation we got to solve, but I'm just taking the plan that I brought Florida together and we blew this up. Florida used to just be a bunch of independent promotions, fighting and bickering over who's close to who on the day. And, now we show up as a squad and, we look like an army. Florida looks crazy organized, and we are. So I'm hoping to just bring some structure like that to the United States where people that want to be a part of something a little cooler than normal can. Everyone doesn't have to, but it's all going to be our success or failure will rest upon how efficient our system is. If our system is amazingly efficient, it'll work anywhere in the world. If it's something that is barely skating by on a razor thin edge, it's probably going to fail once you're not in your hometown. So I know how good we're going to do and everything, but we've set a nice budget for it. Our budget on this is about double what our local events are. So we're going to make some announcements. We're adding a bunch of cash to the pod and all this. We don't want to, spill all the beans at once, but
Right.
we got a lot of cool things we're doing, but there is no guarantee. If everybody in California suddenly shits on us and they don't want to go to it, no, it doesn't work. But I think it's just all due to the success of FAL. FAL is it's a well-oiled machine. Everybody has their own role. They know when they show up, like this guy with this beard, he needs to get the mic. You can start calling matches off. Robert's on his shit setting it. So we all have our role. And the way FAL's worked is it's kind of for everyone by everyone. If someone wants to be a referee, they can come here and get certified and be a referee. If somebody's, a website guy, they can run my website. They could do all, and so we have a committee that votes on things and on all these matters and just different little shit. So it's it's a risk. Don't be fooled. There is no guarantee in life, but what funner risk to take than that?
Right.
These are really good times in arm wrestling, and it's not every day that you're going to get to have a league that can throw something like this and travel across. And it's hard for us. It would be hard for us to go face Florida versus Georgia. That's hard. Florida versus California sounded impossible when we first said the idea, and here it is happening.
Yeah. Yep.
So did FAL. So did everything I ever said. And we're about to be arm wrestling in Union Station. That's like Grand Central Station in LA. That's a big deal right there. And I don't know. We'll see, but it's just a blessing. It's just one of them things that fell into place, and a lot of it is due to Jamie and Derek, their full support. They were kind of, when I was pitching this idea, rather than being some crabs and being like, just territorial, and there wasn't a tournament, they were like, bro, tell us where we want to arm wrestle. Cali guys would love your style of shit. So it'll be fun, man. If we come out here and it's successful, we'll keep coming out if we can, or as long as we're welcome. But I live by this, man. The more the merrier, because in Orlando there's 7 jiu-jitsu competitions every Saturday. If you're a jiu-jitsu guy, that's the best life in the world. You get to be able to pick which one you're going to on a Saturday locally.
Yeah.
That's badass. So you can't tell me there's too many tournaments. I wish there were 4 tournaments in Orlando on Saturday. I would pick the one I want to go to and go to that, so there's no such thing as too much. And the fact that you guys don't have a crazy schedule like we do, we have a tournament every month. So it was a win-win. We're going to come in there, see what we can do. We are blowing our budget. We are using a ton of funds getting out there and bringing a setup and organizing all this, but I think it'll be worth it, man. I think the show we're going to put on is going to put us on the map nationally, and just kind of, it's going to be our biggest stream. Robert over here is working on crazy shit every single day, upgrading new cameras, new mics. This guy's whole life is about streaming. He's a stream specialist. So I think he's going to make us look sick, dude. He does Monster Factory and all that. We were in talks about maybe wanting to set it up with the super matches on a pay-per-view. But I'm not sure if that's feasible. Even if it was something cheap we could do, it may not be worth, it's worth as much headache. It's certainly a pay-per-view worthy card.
Yeah, there's some names on there that would definitely be worth it. It's hard to say. Like you said, this is your first. So going to Cali is your first kind of prototype of doing this, right? You're looking to do it more.
Sure, as far as the out-of-state events, yes.
Right. So there could be some benefit to not, and just doing what you can to put it out there as the first one.
Exactly.
But, I'm not doing it. And the biggest recipe that I'm seeing, I think that possibly is making this so powerful and just kind of manifesting and working is what you said about having people in their roles. And in any team venture, that's a really hard thing for people to pick out. When you're working with a group of people or trying to get a group of people together, I definitely think it's important to actually communicate and ask each person, what is it you're good at? What are your skill sets? Robert, are you a mastermind with streams and putting on some of the technical side of these things? And as long as you have that power and everybody to be able to focus on, what their skill set is, it just, I would assume it just kind of runs with itself, unstoppable.
This team is the reason to the success. It's not like there's 20 guys in black suits showing up to run this that nobody knows.
Right.
This is my homeboys and my friends and fellow arm wrestlers. So it's the fact that each one of these guys has found their little groove in their niche and what they're good at. And over time, They've exposed, hey, I'm pretty good at this. This is what I like doing. Trent likes reffing. He likes being up there in the tough battles. This guy Wade's over here.
Oh, really?
Nah.
He's got a knack for being on the mic and getting through matches and helping really run a bracket from beginning to end. And, but yeah, it is, man. If I were to show up, let's say that I came to the tournament and everybody said, fuck you. We've done this in the past. This is how I ran tournaments past 3 years. It's still a good tournament, but it's no comparison to the level of the show or the production. Would it be worthy of calling a one-man tournament, just a guy with brackets and a mic? That's not a production. That's nothing worthy of anything. And I mean, when you show up to our shit, we have, you're coming in, you're getting a wristband, you're coming through the merch line. At FAL, you have to have a jersey to arm wrestle. So everybody's in uniform. We're running a split class where we're running amateur and semi-pro in the mornings. We're running pro in a separate weigh-in in the afternoon. So pros don't even need to show up until, 12, 1, 2 o'clock. And they're out of there. Our whole show for amateur and semi-pro is 4 to 5 hours, and the whole pro show is 4 to 5 hours. We're all at the end of the thing for a bunch of cash that has all the winners from the tournament, and anybody that felt like they wanted some get back can buy in. So it's just like a Zlati style overall. It's just an all-star game at the end of all the beasts from the tournament. You would have Oleg and Dallas and Tom Nelson and Tomlinson and Derek. You get all these guys up in one class, no weight class, one bracket, double elimination, and you run it out in a random draw. And it's super fun. We've been doing these for about 5 tournaments out here, and it's so exciting. But yeah, there's a lot of little different things we're going to be doing for that you guys, just that you guys may not be used to. I like to do out in Florida, we do 4 to 5 early weigh-ins all over in different cities at the same 6 to 9 o'clock on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, all the coaches host an early weigh-in so that you don't have to spend $300 getting to the venue and going home, coming back and going home and just driving just so you want to eat a dinner. And we just got a couple things to implement. We don't charge ladies at the FAL, so
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So in Cali, all the women are going to arm wrestle for free also. Just a bunch of things like this. So we have our own little system, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting. It's got me super hyped up. I have to remember to still promote FAL and promote, it's a balancing act, but in the next 39 days, we have 3 tournaments. So we're going to host 2 in Florida and a Cali tournament. So
wow.
Badass.
Pretty exciting. Fun times over here.
Trent, you're not competing in all of those, are you?
No, I'm pulling Austin Jennings, and then I'm taking time off till we match up.
Good.
I may pull left in the beginning of May, but I'm not going to touch my right after April 1st. It's going to be nothing but training, and then pulling with Mike Newman and Daniel and all them and Austin Wade, and then I'm gonna let it rest up. I'm gonna let it rest probably 2 to 3 weeks before our match. So I should be, God forbid nothing happens with me and Austin, I should be 100% when we match up.
Sounds good, man. I'm glad John Hutchinson is in here. I haven't met you, but you are you're going against Caleb, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's the illegitimate son of Todd Hutchins.
Nah.
Have
you pulled him before?
Nope. I've never seen him, nothing. I just watched some videos and should be interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why are you smiling after you ask him, have you ever pulled it?
Hey, I'll give you a little backstory on John. He showed up to tournaments at 176, started pulling pro left-handed, and he's placed second at every single one of them behind our number 1 guy, George, and then another guy, Jerry. So he's like right now he's probably our number 2 left-handed guy at 176 in the state.
Impressive.
It's actively pulling.
How long have you been pulling for?
About 2 years.
2 years. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Where can I see some footage of you pulling?
Just go on my Instagram, Garage Grinders Arm Wrestling. It's on there.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, he's fun to pull. It's like wrangling like an angry anaconda or we were talking on a live stream recently how it's kind of like jumping in front of a bullet train.
Look very fast and
Yeah.
very cool, but hey, at the end of the day, you just gotta be strong.
That's
number
right.
one.
That's right.
Yeah, no, and he's a great name for John. John, a lot of people don't know John right now, and a win
Yeah.
over Caleb looks beautiful. So
Yeah. Definitely gonna be ain't gonna be no easy day, but that's gonna be a good one because I think I'm in that one for sure. It's gonna be good.
Carl Stanley's gonna pull Tony Tomlinson left. That's a fucking crazy match.
Yeah, it is.
And then we have Austin obviously is pulling Jamie Sheldon still right-handed. So
Austin's
we're looking for
a
another-
beast.
Austin is.
Yeah, I think it was when I don't know if it was when you came out, Brandon, but it was at Grinder, one of our events when Texas came out. That was when Austin Jennings came out. Yeah, I think I pulled him in the overalls. I think I just bought into it because I had a shit run in the tournament and pulled like 4th or something and wanted to get back in there. And I ended up with Austin Wade, I think like my first pull. And it felt like pretty good in the setup at first, but after the go, I was pinned before I even knew I was, having a match. Yeah.
That sounds like Austin
Not
Wade.
expecting it. Yeah. He's very talented, very strong.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
God.
think it's gonna be good to see if he can handle Jamie. They both got a little name for themselves. They got some respect, so it's gonna be good. There is that in my opinion is kind of a close match.
Yeah, it will be a really, really good match. And Jamie's he's looking really good right now. So it'll be cool to see those two guys. What's up, Austin?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Mr. Jennings?
What's up? What's up?
How you feeling, bro?
Man, I feel good. I mean, I'm sore, but I feel good.
You should be. You've been pulling for like 90 days straight.
Yeah, I pulled like 8 days in a row.
Is that where you're cozy? Just constantly
Constantly pulling. Yeah.
yeah.
If I take time, like I'm gonna take time off before I pull, right, for this tournament. But until then, man, if I take like a week long of not pulling, I don't know. I feel like shit when I go back to practice.
Right.
Like I feel strong at first, but I have no endurance. You know what I mean? Like if I just pull constantly, like I'm not going crazy at practice every day, but like there's so many people in Houston to pull, like I can literally pull somebody every single day.
Yeah.
So, I'm not getting like roasted every time, but I got roasted last night, I guess. But there was a bunch of people at practice.
You should be
There
sore
was
by
like-
now.
There was Tucker Keating, Lindley Keating, Jason Tarver, Jason Montgomery, Matthew Frazier, there was a lot of people there.
I haven't seen Jason Tarver around in a little bit, just in terms of online or online competitions and stuff. How's he doing? How's he feeling?
I can't move him at all, obviously.
Where's he sitting weight wise these days?
He's like 175. Like he doesn't have to cut. He doesn't have to cut to pull 176 class. I mean, I keep telling him he needs to pull the 165 class because like he can make 165 easy. There's like a water cut, and he can make that. But obviously, we don't have that here. Texas is 176. But no, I mean
Austin, you're coming from Texas.
Yeah, I'm coming from Houston.
Okay. If you get your ass whooped, that tells us that FAL is better than TAL.
I mean, I'm kind of shitty in the TAL rankings though. So
yeah, but you're the only one. You're the only one coming out representing. So you're
nobody
kind of
wants
the
to travel.
representative.
You are bringing Texas on your back to Florida.
You better
That's
tell.
pretty
Hey,
cool.
you better tell them to bring Cody Dollar back down here.
I think Cody Dollar's from Oklahoma. From yeah, he's not from Texas.
Oh, that's why he felt
He's
so
Oklahoma.
strong.
He's from Oklahoma.
Well, fuck
No, I
everything
need to try to
said.
get-
I'm the
I need to
strongest
try to
guy
get
in
Ryan
Texas,
Carter.
apparently.
To come to Florida because when he went to California with me, he did really well.
Yeah, but we're gonna go out and stomp a mud hole in California. So coming out to Florida and doing really well is a whole nother thing.
Wait, who do y'all have at 220? Like, who's your top 220 guy? Because that's what Ryan pulls.
220s is actually pretty light these days. We
Is
did
it?
have Shark,
Oh,
Andre
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sharkovich,
yeah.
but he's been getting a lot heavier. So he's like 230 now,
Oh,
235.
He is 221. He done a Instagram story the other day. He was 221.1.
All right. Well, there you go. Andre Shark.
He,
Oh,
You
okay,
got
cool.
anyone for him?
I mean, I don't know where is he ranked in 220s nationally. I think Ryan's like what, 8th?
I think he's number 1 or number 2.
Oh, is he? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
number 1.
maybe that's a match. I don't know.
Who?
With Ryan Carter. He's Texas like number 1 220 guy.
Okay, might be.
I mean, I
dude,
think Kane,
Texas
you were
is-
there when Ryan pulled, right?
In San Diego, yeah. That
Yeah.
guy is very,
Yeah,
very gifted. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, he's what? I mean, Ryan's like 6'7", 220 pounds, retarded, huge hand. I mean, he's gifted.
Yeah, I think if I was to put my arm up to him elbow to elbow, I think my fingertips would come up.
Yeah,
somewhere around here.
no,
Real long
seriously.
lever.
Yeah, really long lever. Yeah, I mean, he's a tank. I don't think he's lost in Texas at 220 in a long time.
Don't.
Yeah, I want to see him get around more out of state.
Yeah, I know. He needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to. I know he's been real busy. He works at a plant like I do, like a chemical plant, so he stays. It's hard to travel when you do that.
Yeah, these guys that take jobs that don't allow them to arm wrestle, I don't fucking get it. But I guess
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
I'm broke.
I mean, I work at a plant, but I work 4 days a week, so it's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad. But no, I mean, there's a lot of guys in Texas I want to see travel. Like, I don't know, Kane, if you know who Jason Montgomery is. He's like a
No.
154 guy in Texas. Like, we have guys from out of state come that are 154, like to practices, just because, like, and they're pretty good. Like, I'm not saying like top level guys, but pretty good guys, like ranked in their state, and he just holds them center. And he's just like, like he's a fucking tank, like, and he doesn't want to travel, just like Matthew Frazier, and he's my teammate at 154. He's like, the only person he's ever lost to, I think, is Michael Hahn. And I think Kalen beat him, Kalen Gilstrap, the last time they pulled. But it was like a really good match, so like he's really good, but he just won't travel anywhere,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing about this sport is, no matter where you see yourself in the true rankings on paper, there's definitely these people out there, these humans that are just,
I
you
mean,
get them to an event and actually compete. But
I pulled with Matt last night. Like I said, he's 154. I mean, I can't move him off center. I mean, he's just a fucking beast. Like,
Hey,
he's
Austin.
a fucking tank.
Hey, James Clark just asked, where has Dimitri been?
Man, so what I heard is he wants a lot of money to pull. Because, like I said, he pulls 220, and Ryan Carter wants Dimitri, but the only way Dimitri will pull him is like for a significant amount of money on like a really big stage. So I think that's why he doesn't go to any of the tournaments or anything.
I got you. Yeah, James Clark he asked on the live feed on the comments. I forgot to throw it out there. I don't know if you were looking at it or
What's
not.
up, James?
Yeah, I mean, that's the last I've heard is that Ryan wanted to pull him, but he just like wants a bunch of money to do it. So like,
Nice.
I don't think from Ryan, but he wants from a promoter. You know what I mean? Like a guaranteed amount of money.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like to make it happen.
All right. Well, April 1st, we got Armageddon. May 6th, we've got the Panhandle Classic. And May 13th, we're going to California. A lot of these guys on here got super matches, including myself. Don't miss the next event. We are, 9 days out from April 1st at Q4, Winter Park, Florida. If you know me, you've been there. You've been arm wrestling at this place quite a few times.
My first ever tournament was at that place.
What's that?
My first ever tournament was at that place.
That's it. We're coming back in 9 days.
It's OG
So
spot.
anybody watching this that you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 400. Other than that, we will see y'all back next Monday.
Yes, sir.
right on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Y'all on. Y'all be easy.
Austin, get rested up. Kane.